record.
Hello, our business is Cuisine Plusieurs, which in French means multiple kitchen multiple actually. But our next slide, please, Tony. This is my partner, Tony Zhang, by the way. So the business concept is similar to the food court, which will have multiple stalls with multiple restaurants and serving people in a common lobby. And so how this will work is instead of this being a traditional food court or even a mall, what we'll do is this will be a 3-month contract for each restaurant. So, and these courts will be targeted towards restaurants that lack exposure but have a good food or a good product. So this will virtually be a marketing tool for most restaurants and will enable small restaurants to build up a food court here out of their marketing budget, because this is a high attraction area because it's located in Pioneer Park, which has the Arena Stadium right by, West High School, Salt Palace, the track station right by. So this is a high attraction area that will increase exposure to different small restaurants. And our business concepts are help, build, earn, grow. We want to help small restaurants gain traction. We want to build up our own company, which is Cuisine Plusieurs, and we want to earn money and grow as a business in our community and help our community grow too, along with us. Next slide, please, Tony.
Company profile. So we want our company to be a corporation, as we believe that this company has the potential to grow exponentially. We believe we can not just go past the Salt Lake, past Utah. We believe we can go all the way throughout the country, maybe even the whole world. Those are our ambitions, and that's what we believe we can do with this company, which is why we believe we should do it as a corporation. Now, the two chief officers, me, Tony Zhang, will be the CEO, and my partner will be the CFO. Me as the CFO will worry about the operational side. I'll be worrying about hiring people, make sure everything's running smoothly. And then my partner here, Raghav, will be worrying about the financial side of things, paying our employees, making sure that the small businesses who run out our area pay us, and he's just gonna worry about that side of the business. The marketing aspects, there's 3 main things we're gonna do: business to business, social media platforms, and person to person. When it comes to business, we're gonna reach out to small businesses or small restaurants, by either messaging them through social media, sending them email, several other things we can do. We can go in person, and that way we can market our packages. We have 3 packages. We have the silver, gold, and platinum. The silver package costs $1,000 per month, and the gold package costs $2,250 per month, and the platinum package is $3,000 per month. Each of them the silver one obviously gives the least benefits, as when they're silver, we're going to charge them 20% in royalties for what they sell, so we can earn even more money that way. We're also just going to make sure we're going to give them this simple maintenance. We're also just going to market them on our social media platform, but not too heavily compared to gold and platinum. The gold one, we're going to have professional photographers market them, and it's just all around much better for the gold and platinum. If you want to go into detail of what exactly we provide, we have our business plan that you can take a look at. When it comes to social media platforms, we're simply just going to post images of our restaurants, show the people who work there what great food they make, and perhaps try and find some influencers. Maybe we can pay them some money to make a video about our restaurant, reviewing it. Maybe like saying, "Oh, wow, this is a great small restaurant here. You guys should come check it out. It's great." And then when it comes to person, we're just obviously just going to have the customers come in. We're going to talk to them, make sure they enjoy it, and ask them politely, and if they want to, maybe tell about our company to other people or of their friends.
Okay. Operation and management plans. We will have a physical office, which will be one of the 25 stalls at our food court, and our company will consist of small company staff, which me, Tony, CFO, CEO, and we'll also have an architect to help customize and design the stalls, along with the graphic designer for the small restaurants. And we'll also have a 3rd employee, which is a janitor, to help maintain sanitary conditions in the food court. These are the operation and management plans. Plans for future growth. Our target in the beginnings after 2 months of starting business are to acquire 20 clients to fill 20 out of the 25 stalls and to establish a reputation among restaurateurs as a good marketing source and among people as a good food place, as a good food court. And we want to take our share of the restaurant market in the next 3 years after starting the company. And we want to potentially expand past the Salt Lake Valley, and maybe even across the country, maybe internationally. We just want to keep moving forward with this company that we so truly believe in. Next slide, please, Tony.
Okay, this is the information on financial documents we have done. My partner here has done very good research on them and what we expect from this company. We have the quarterly expenses, the annual income statement, and the break-even analysis, which Mr. Sodisetti will present.
Okay, so this is the amortization projection. This is the slide 1, 2, 3. You can go ahead, Tony. Next slide. These are the quarter one projections. The break-even analysis is the break-even analysis shows that by the end of the first quarter, we'll be a bit in losses, but by the time the second quarter comes to an end, we'll be in a good cushion of profits, and we'll be doing substantial profits by the time the third quarter comes around. Next slide. This is the break-even projection for the quarter one, with a projection that 7 people choose silver, 8 people choose gold, 5 restaurants choose platinum, and they're going to be paying $1,000 each month, $2,250 each month. And because this is a quarterly projection, we multiplied it by 3. So the silver profits, estimated profits from silver are 21,000, estimated profits from gold are 54,000, estimated profits revenue from platinum is 45,000. In total, the revenue is 120,000 with the expenses of $289,500 and a net loss in the first quarter of 170,500, 1,000 estimate of 1,600, $9,500 in the first quarter.
All right, next slide. The risk and adverse result. We have the risks, the lack of experience, the lack of vast personnel and staff, and it's obviously an unknown concept. The lack of experience is me and Raghav here. We do not have very much experience within this, but we have full confidence in ourselves that we will be able to push through this and make a very great business out of this. We have a lack of vast personnel and staff because right now when we first create it, we won't have anyone to help us. It'll just be me and my partner, but we obviously believe in each other. So we have no doubt that we will be able to, that risk will not become too big of an issue. And obviously this is an unknown concept. We haven't really seen this around, maybe in like malls and food courts, but it's not exactly what we're doing here. We're trying to market small businesses, help them. And it's a marketing way. It's not just us trying to just get just like a renting area. It's not like an apartment. It's us trying to market things. But the other things are adverse results. A big problem is we might have no customers and we'll lose business because of that. And because if we have no customers, then none of the small restaurants will not want to come to us and rent it out. And that will be a big problem if we cannot get any restaurants to rent out our place. And then with no restaurants, no customers. And then if the restaurants don't trust us, the same thing will happen. Other businesses with larger resources become our competition, like big restaurants like McDonald's, Cafe Rio, Arby's, those restaurants. So they might dwarf us and shadow us if we cannot properly market our company. And our staff, this probably might be a problem. Our staff is unable to handle large clientele. If we have so many people trying to, if so many companies we're trying to get in, we have too many customers. That could become a problem in the future, but I don't believe it'll be too much of a problem.
Our plans to avoid adverse results are to promote our own social media through our food court by giving out brochures to the coming in customers, and our step 2 is to acquire restaurants ASAP to be in profits as soon as possible and bring in the cash flow. And we will be reaching out to restaurants that we believe have a really good product but lack exposure. We'll walk them through the plan, and then we'll sign them up to be in our food courts if they are on board, and we'll escape the sharks.
Okay, our long-term goals is to expand, establish, acquire, and advertise. When we mean expand, we obviously mean we're going to try and expand into other parts of Utah, throughout the world, like we said before, but that's one of our big goals. That's why we decided to make it a corporation. We want to establish ourselves before we move on to different areas. If we cannot establish ourselves in Salt Lake Valley, there's no possible way we will be able to succeed in other parts of the state, which is why we believe it's important to establish each area that we are in before we move on. We also believe we need to acquire things. We also want to acquire a good marketplace, acquire good customers, loyal restaurants who always want to rent out our area. And then advertising will be a very big part of this. We want to advertise to news stations, big influencers, celebrities, just great. We just need a very good advertisement for our company.
That's to achieve long-term goals. We will be approaching local restaurants, like I said before, and to gain trust among the people that will buy food at our food courts and restaurateurs, we'll be donating to local nonprofits. We'll be donating leftover food to homeless shelters instead of wasting it. We'll be marketing our company in heavily, and we'll be building relationships with people, with restaurateurs, with potential customers, with customers that we have now, and we'll build those relationships and create a strong foundation for Cuisine Plusieurs.
Thank you for listening to our presentation.
Cuisine Plusieurs says thank you. Have a great day.